set goals in your life? I'm sure you do, but I wonder if you've ever thought about setting goals as a couple in your relationship. Throughout my years as a therapist, I have discovered that it's very easy for couples to get off track and to sort of grow apart or not stay on the same page if they're not having some regular communication around goals and dreams and desires and to-do lists and those kinds of things. So once a year, I ask couples to sit down and do my goal setting activity. Now here's the thing, if you want to do it more than once a year, go for it. But I thought for today's blog, we would talk about how to actually do this goal setting activity in a way that serves both people and that can be pretty simple to accomplish. It should take no more than about 15 to 30 minutes at max. If you want to spend more time, go for it, but it really shouldn't take that long. And it may not even take the full 15. It might just be like a 5-minute activity. Okay, so here's what you do. First, I want you to sit down and brainstorm with yourself. What are some goals that I have over the next 6 to 12 months? What are some goals that I have over the next 3 to 5 years? And what are things that I see myself wanting to accomplish over the next 10 plus years? I break it down into short-term, mid-term, and long-term goals. You are welcome to change that up in some way that might work better for you. But then what I want you to do is think about, now that I've done my individual list, what are the same things but from a relationship perspective? So what are things that I see us doing over the next 6 to 12 months? Normally, this includes things like, I would like for us to save towards a vacation. Maybe I would like us to talk about, moving to a new location. Maybe I want a job change. Maybe I want a career change. I want to start taking the steps necessary to shift out of where I am and where I want to be. Okay, so then 3 to 5 years. What are things over the next 3 to 5 years that I really see myself wanting to accomplish as a relationship? So maybe this is things where you want to make sure that your partner knows you're interested in going back to school and pursuing a degree in something or an advanced degree in something. That's going to take a little bit of time. So it's important to talk about that as a couple. Maybe you want to buy a new house. Maybe one of you or both of you want to buy a new car. And so it's this idea of, how do we start to have that conversation about the 3 to 5 year goal plan? And then it's the 10 plus year plan. Where do we see ourselves in 10 years? What are some things that we want to see from our relationship? What are things that are going to be happening in our lives? If we have kids, maybe kids are moving to a next stage in life. Maybe at that point we decide we want to retire or plan for retiring. There's no wrong way to do this goal. And I have to actually give my dad credit, because when I was a young child, I remember asking him about relationship success. And he actually told me that this is a type of an activity that he recommended, friends of his and like in his own life to do. So I've kind of taken that small version and blown it up a little bit into setting the short-term, the mid-term, and the long-term goals. And I do hope you will spend a little bit of time thinking through these things. And then here's the key: setting a time with your partner to communicate about what you've come up with in your brainstorm. Schedule some time, like I said, no more than about 15 to 30 minutes, to talk about where you are individually and where you see the two of you growing together as a couple. I really hope you'll give it a try, and definitely come back and let me know how it works.